in different ways is a natural part of the growth of the music. I always felt responsible to do my best in the music because I love the music. And, you know, I think if you're a young person that's been blessed to have serious teachers, they instill in you the understanding that it's a big responsibility, that you must commit and learn and expand for the sake of the music, but also for the sake of yourself as an artist, as a human being. So in that way, I feel responsible. But if I had not won a Grammy, I would feel responsible. And if you're 14 somewhere practicing piano, you should feel responsible. And we all feel responsible because it's an art form and we're serious practitioners. So that's a quality that you must acquire if you're going to play the music.
The music today, what we're going to perform tonight, is a huge variety from the music of my solo career, La Belle, through Esperanza, Terry's music, Liz's music, and other music. It's just such a it covers almost every kind of music there is that we're going to do tonight. Cahill's music and working with him was much more freestyle, and Cahill I've always worked with him in that way. And, you know, because Cahill is really a grunting, you know, sort of passionate, fly by the seat of your pants musician, it works very well for me because that's pretty much how I like to perform, is to just start somewhere and not really know where you're going to go and see where you end up. And that's the difference. I think the music, especially on Mosaic and Esperanza's music, is a lot more, I know, sort of complicated and studied in a way that you have to have the roadmap. You have to know where you're going, and that's been a challenge for me, and it's great. I love a challenge, and so I like to be able to go between these different worlds and discover what I can musically and integrate it into what I'm doing, and it's just a musical feast, and I'm so grateful to be able to, you know, be at the table.
I'm very excited to be here today. I feel really honored to be a part of such a beautiful vision, and to witness it's a very prosperous moment, a pivotal moment, and to meet someone like Monica Haslip is just a great inspiration for me. I come from a place where I get inspired by people. I guess what you call everyday people. I was just reading a memo on the principal's desk here, and it was saying that, you know, some of the real heroes, or the people who we really trust, are the ones who do great things, and usually unnoticed or in, you know, non-glamorous settings. And I think that I have to keep that element of giving from my hand. I have to keep that in my life because there's a great deal of inspiration in those acts, and not just in volunteer work or charity type things, but also in cooking and gardening. I have this need to have a very tangible experience of life and of giving in order to inform the music.
Is it beyond the music? Well, everything is beyond the music, I think. As music and art is a reflection of life, right? In your life particularly. So I don't really think about where it goes from here. I think everything takes its natural progression. I mean, your life moves a certain way based on so many different elements, so many different things that happen to you. I could meet some new people. Like I toured for the first time with Liz this summer. You know, I wish she were on the Mosaic project, but I hadn't really worked with her that much before that record. But if I were doing the Mosaic project tomorrow, she'd probably be one of the first people I would call. Not probably, she would be. So you can't really tell what's going to happen until you keep living. And I'm not so interested in doing more female-driven records if that happens, cool. But I have a lot of ideas and things that I want to do, and I think that it's great when the stage reflects life in different ways, and that involves men and women, people of different nationalities and races and all of that. And I think jazz has become very global in a sense, and I think that's great when that can be represented on a stage. Not really thinking myopically about it.
And just speaking to what she said about a Bieber convert, it's not about that. The point is that there's room for all music. There's room for fans of all music, and there's table space for every dish that anyone could want to eat. So it's really nice to hear you say that. I was a Bieber fan, and then you came up and said, what? And the point is that there's so much going on. And if you only had a chance to experience it and taste it, you might have an opportunity to not convert necessarily, but become more open to what else is out there. And that's really beautiful. That's what we all are. Wider palette. That's what we all are interested in. And not only from bringing in audiences that may not be jazz fans, but also for us who have been stewed and nurtured in an environment that's so much more diverse than just jazz. If there are fans who would approach us because they are jazz musicians and jazz fans, through our music, we're also trying to instill other influences to also bring avid jazz fans to a wider palette of the music that's current and that's happened since the 60s or the 50s or the 40s. So
That's what I meant by global.
Yeah, it's super global. And in every corner of the world, too. Every corner of the world.
I
Super
like that.
global.
It's not a music that